Hello everyone, this is the day 13 of the Flow Designer training. In this day we'll talk about that important actions available in out of box in the Flow Designer. So before we are going to create a new or custom actions for ourselves, we are going to discuss about the some out of box actions that are available in the Servicenow that we can utilize before we are creating our own custom action. So let's discuss about all these out of box actions available in out of box. The first action is out of box available for ask for approval. This action we already implemented in our previous class that ask for approval actually generate approval for particular task or maybe particular record. Maybe for incident, maybe for problem or change, even for that item, we can generate approval. It can be generate user approval or maybe can be generate for the group approval. For both the cases, we can use that ask for approval actions. Now, next action name is called create record or update record. We already used this create record or update record in our earlier classes. With the help of create or update record actions, we can actually create particular record, maybe incident record, we can create that, or maybe we can update that particular record in our system. Next, we have that lookup records. So with the help of lookup records, we can actually find out or we can query to particular record. So lookup record help us to find out only one record, and there is one more actions available called lookups. With the help of lookups record, we can actually find out multiple record, maybe all the incident which parent is particular one incident, and then we can use the for each loop and then we can update that. So these actions also we have discussed in our earlier class. Next, this action we have not discussed or we have not actually implement our previous class called delete record. With the help of delete record, basically we can delete particular record. Okay, so maybe if we want to delete particular logs, particular incident or anything, we can use that delete record. Next, the very important call wait for condition actions. With the help of wait for condition actions, we can wait or we can hold the flow for particular time until unless that situation occur. Maybe this flow will be hold or wait condition until unless the change move to the implementation state. We already implemented that scenario in our previous session. So if you have not watched that, you can watch that. Next thing is that send email or send SMS. The send email or send SMS help us to sending the particular emails to the actual user. These already implemented in our earlier classes. This can help you to actually sending the SMS or sending the email to particular user. Now here you will be able to see that there is one called send email and another is called send notification. So what is the difference between send email and send notification? So in the send email actually send email from directly from the flow. So it will send the email directly from that flow. But if you use the send notification, it will trigger the notification, and with the help of notification, whatever the subject line will be defined under the notification, whatever body will be the recipient will be there in the notification, that they will get a notification. The sent notification, the purpose or the use case is that you can use multiple content. You don't need to put the body, you don't need to define the recipient every time. You can use a reusable component, you can use that in your flow. But send SMS, if you use that every time, you need to set the body, you need to send that you know recipient all these stuffs. There is some pros and cons that maybe we can discuss in further, but we have both the actions available in our system. Both are actually used to sending the notification. Now we have a log actions. With the help of log action, we can actually create or generate a system log that can store the data in our syslog table. Now we have here called get catalog variable. With the help of get catalog variable, we can get the catalog item variable. So this is specifically for catalog item flow, where we are ordering a catalog item. If you want to check that some catalog item variables value, we can use that get catalog variable. Again, this action we have implemented in our some classes, previous classes. Next, we have a create catalog task. With the create catalog task, we can actually generate the catalog task like we have in the flow the call generate catalog task in that workflow. Similarly, we have a create catalog task. With the help of that, we can create a catalog task. We can set some assignment group assigned to some field value, and then even we can add the variables whatever we needed. Now we have a copy attachment. With the help of copy attachment, we can copy one attachment from one record to the another record. I already implemented that in our previous session, so that can help. Maybe if you want to copy some attachment from incident table to that another incident record, you can do that. Next, this one we have not implemented, called submit catalog item. With the help of these actions, we can actually submit a catalog item from that workflow itself or from the flow itself. Based on the certain condition, we can put that, and then based on that, it can actually submit a catalog item directly from the flow itself. Okay. So these are the important actions are available out of box in our flow designer. We can use that based on our use cases wherever we need it. And if all these actions or whatever out of box actions they are provided by ServiceNow is not matches, then you can go for the custom actions creation. Our next session will talk about that custom action, how we can create the custom actions and where we can implement that. That thing we'll talk about in our upcoming class. So till the time, that's it for today. If you have any question, let me know in comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day.